Hello, honorable members of the clan. So let's go to the Gauteng High Court. Everybody, yes, I feel a little bit better, but not that better. But anyways, guys, if there's anything we've learned since the beginning of Senzo Meyiwa deletion trial, is that we're beginning to understand how the law works, right? In particular, that whenever you are in a court of law, the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, it's hovering over you. So now we are having an experience right now in court where the state is trying everything in its best to prejudice the accused by not having a question that is so pertinent to the defense's advantage for Mr. Ginda to answer, and they are suppressing it. And I can see it's also with the assistance of the judge, or he's attempting to help the state so that they can bypass this question that is so important. Mr. Mnisi he climbed Mount Everest 3 times, back up again with Mr. Ginda regarding the decision that was taken for Kelly Kumalo not to be arrested as the mastermind. And now when this trial started, we all knew that Kelly Kumalo was a victim and an eyewitness in this matter. 2 intruders entered the house on the 26th of October 2014, and Kelly Kumalo, when the scuffle started, she ran into the bedroom, locked herself. Supposedly accused number 1 tried to open the door and all of that stuff. And then 5 people were indicted for this crime. That is accused number 1 all the way to accused number 5. Nowhere was Kelly Kumalo ever mentioned as an accomplice or the mastermind. Now we're hearing all of this from the lead investigator called Ginda, Brigadier Ginda. And now because Mr. Ginda has been the one once again who brought in the DPP or the MPA together with Baloyi, that this was a prosecutorial investigation in this matter. And therefore, it is the MPA that was making a decision about who is going to be arraigned, who is going to be charged. And today we have these 5 people. But Mr. Ginda continuously said during their investigation or his investigation, he then came to a realization that Miss Kelly Kumalo is the mastermind. From the conversations that she had with her sister via WhatsApp, the transparent money bag connection or the links between the cell phone numbers of accused number 3, 5 and Kelly Kumalo, all of these things. And the defense was quiet all along because they came here to defend what is charged of the accused, not something else they have no idea about. And now Mr. Mnisi wants to know, did the MPA take the decision to not to indict Kelly Kumalo? That's where we at. Oh no, Mr. Baloyi stood up, I don't know how many times when the MPA now is pushed onto the stand. And I asked this question before. I don't know if I got an answer. In a matter like this, where the witness keeps mentioning the MPA, shouldn't the MPA as well be summoned onto the stand and answer to this question? Because it's important. And we know or we understand that the people that were with Ginda to make that decision was Advocate Baloyi and 2 other prosecutors. And then Mr. Mnisi said there is 19 years between them, right? So now, I agree, Mr. Mnisi. Let the guilty fear or be afraid. Yeah, let the guilty be afraid. Because it sounds like it to me coming from Mr. Baloyi. And then, okay, they read section 144A of the Criminal Procedure Act. Okay, cool. Decision is made by the DPP, and also the DPP makes an opinion. But yes, on the indictment, on the charges that these 5 accused have come to answer. Not about them being Kelly Kumalo's lapdogs. So now can that question be answered? Can that question be answered? Because right now, Judge Rata realized towards the end, just in the end, was like, okay, ask any question that you want to ask. Ask any question. Because he realized that Section 35 of the Constitution is hovering over his head. He cannot assist the state in any circumstances because that will be an unfair trial. It will prejudice against the accused if this question is not answered by Ginda. Ginda has to answer this question as the lead investigator. If he has to say, listen, I don't know why the MPA decided not to indict Kelly Kumalo, and leave it like that. Leave it like that for the court to make a determination. And then Mr. Mnisi can take that to arguments if he wants to take it to arguments. But Ginda, as a lead investigator, he needs to answer this question. He cannot be protected by Mr. Baloyi, whom I think is the one that took the decision not to indict Kelly Kumalo. Why Kelly Kumalo was not indicted? Why? Why is she not accused number 6? This is very interesting, guys. This is so interesting that they are running away. Either they are saying that, or somebody knows that maybe, I'm not saying this is true, maybe Kelly Kumalo is the one that pulled the trigger. We don't know. And so since she may have pulled the trigger, they are afraid that if they put her on the stand, she might actually break and fall apart and say, I did it, I made a mistake, and this whole case falls apart. People are going to go to jail, others are going to lose their jobs. This is a mess. This is a mess that was created by the state. And Mr. Ginda is trying to show that, listen, guys, I was taking instructions. All this accusation that I'm a cooker, I'm the script writer and producer, I just take instructions. If they say go off somebody, somebody's going to be offed. And I don't mean well, whichever way you want to put it. You understand what I'm trying to say here? So it's a mess. It's a mess that is going on, and it's a mess that it was a small little storm in a teacup. Now it has become a tsunami. It's now a tsunami, and I don't think Advocate Baloyi is going to run away from this one because the judge has made his ruling. And the ruling is Mr. Mnisi can ask the witness any question he wants answers to. And Mr. Ginda has to answer that question whether he likes it or not. And Mr. Baloyi, he needs to sit down and start thinking how he's going to actually answer this question at some point if he has to answer it. Why didn't you indict Kelly Kumalo if you knew all along that she was the head suspect or the mastermind or whatever the case is? Why didn't you indict her? Why was she put aside? Why was she not even called as a witness? So we're getting closer there. We're getting very, very closer to the truth. And the truth, I believe, it lies with Kelly Kumalo. It lies with Kelly Kumalo, and this one, I've always said it, and I will always say it, Kelly Kumalo, you have something to say regarding the death of Senzo Meyiwa on the 26th of October, 2014. The answer is with you. Everyone else either are afraid or they were paid. One of the two things happened to them. They were threatened. If they were not threatened, they were paid to shut up. So that is where my speculation lies. It lies on that, on those two. But Kelly Kumalo knows the truth. Who pulled the trigger that killed Senzo Meyiwa on the 26th of October 2014? I mean, even a 30%er can see now that, oops, we've been wrong all along. The clan has been right. We are 30%ers. That's exactly what's happening in that court right now. So Advocate Mshololo wanted to say something. I think maybe she wanted to direct the court to preside over the matter instead of getting itself involved or coming or descending to the arena, because that's exactly what Judge Rata was about to do until he made that decision. I think he remembered Section 35 of the Constitution. Yep, he remembered, because Mr. Mnisi, the argument he gave, I stood up clapping. Right now, I don't know if you like me, I can feel colors. Right now, because I feel I'm ill, I feel silvery. Everything is making this noise in my ears, like a very silver noise type of situation. I don't know if I'm the only one. I do have that tendency. I can even taste yellow sometimes. Anyways, I think we're built differently. Before you come for me like, what? Yeah, I can taste colors. I can also feel colors as well. But I am that, guys. As you can see, I am sweating bullets. I am still ill. But we'll continue on this one because it's getting way too interesting in the North Gauteng High Court in Judge Rata's courtroom. And Mr. Baloyi, he's in trouble, I think. He's definitely in trouble. See you guys later because, woo, look at me, man. Look at me. Yeah, sorry guys, sorry. Don't get sick. Hey, don't get sick. Actually, I'm not sick. I'm not sick at all. I'm evolving. You know, I think I'm in my last round of evolution as an older person. It's not something that I believe you should feel, but I do feel. I do feel when my jaws are realigning. I do feel when my skull is either increasing or shrinking. I do feel things. I really do when I'm growing older. I've been doing that for the longest time. It's just that this time around, it came in very aggressively, especially my lower jaw. I know in the next 3 months or so, I'm gonna start feeling on my upper jaw, and then you guys might see a whole totally different person. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what kind of an old man I would look like. But other than that, guys, I just thought let me just give you a little bit about me, how my body works. Maybe it works the same way as yours. I've heard some people say I also feel when I'm growing older. I don't know, but that's just me. And that, guys, it's interesting. I think before they come back, what time is it now? Oh yeah, they're about to be back in 30 seconds. So let's see each other a bit later. Please don't leave this video without liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Bye.